everyone, I am Monique and I am a reality TV junkie, and this week we're going to be talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 1, Episode 2, and I'm only going to talk about the important stuff that really jumped out at me. We get to meet Rashida, and Rashida's married to Kirk, and they've been married for 11, 12 years, and they have a son, 11-year-old son, and four uh, stepchildren. She has four stepchildren, and he's her manager. She's like an underground rapper. She doesn't have a record label. She had one or a couple in the past. It didn't work out. So now she's just trying to do it independently. But, she runs her relationship with him. He bends backwards for her. Whatever she says, he does and stuff. And their relationship and business is just all mashed together. And some of my junkies, I don't see it, but they see a gay vibe or some kind of vibe coming from him. I'll get back to you on that, but I don't really see it. Okay, I want to talk about when Carly goes to Stevie J's studio. I don't like Carly. Carly, first of all, why would you go? Like, what, you already dissed him in front of, you blew him up to his wifey about his mistress. Why would you still go? And then when you walk in there, you got Joe, you letting her punk you, talk about, speak when you come in, sit down and stuff. So they start talking about the situation, and, she's telling her, listen, I was bigging you up until I found out that, that wasn't your man, whatever. And they was going back and forth. Jocelyn, Joe was lying, like, who says I can call this man daddy? You don't do that when that's not your man. So, anyway, now Stevie J is trying to get into contact with Mimi. Mimi is not trying to hear him at all, so she's ignoring him. So now we find out that Mimi owns a cleaning company. So he goes to, I guess, one of her locations where she's working, and he talks to her, and he's straight lying in her face, telling her, he didn't, and, we all know that he did, and he's just smiling like she should have punched him in his face, if you ask me. But he's really just smiling. No, he can't even keep a straight face. Then he's trying to, baby her, pacify her by telling her, oh, I'll give you 5%. And her, she like, all right, yeah, well, give me 5% of you and 5% of him, of her. And it's like, I see if you're trying to make something off of it, or, he's cheating on you, you're going to get something out of it. But I didn't hear anything about the house. I didn't hear nothing about you taking the house. And Jocelyn, you're not going to make any money off of Jocelyn. She can't even talk. So there's no way she's going to be successful at rapping or anything like that. But at least you're trying to show a little brains, a little smartness, about the situation. I guess. I mean, I don't know. About you trying to get something out of it, I guess. I don't know. But, it's not even worth it in my opinion, honestly. Okay, and I like this part. This is when Erica and her mother, they sit down and talk. We find out that Erica's mother, has been on drugs since she was 4 years old, and she was moved to New York to live, and she's lived in New York with her aunt, and she felt unloved and abandoned and everything, and they're trying to build their relationship, and even the mother's, apologizing and everything. She had the only back in the day finger wave, but whatever, she looked healthy. She didn't look like, very skinny and everything. So, and she looked like she's really trying, and she's trying to talk to her daughter and let her know that, you're educated, you're beautiful, you have a lot of potential, and you don't have to, deal with that. You can do better. You don't have to be with your baby dad. So it was a very emotional scene between those two, and I really liked it. Okay, Mimi and Stevie J have dinner, and she pulls out a contract saying she wants 20%, and he basically is like, who told you to do that? Who did this? And she was like, my lawyers. So at first he was mad, then he agreed. Then he's like, oh, let me sing a song for you. And I mean, I could have did without that song, but it did everything for her. She was supposed to keep up with her, give me that money, but she just fell right back in love, all smiling with stars in her eyes. And I mean, Yes, we all been there, but I mean, he dished you. He really dished you in the worst way. Like, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. Mimi, it's like you smart and you stupid. You smart and stupid at the same time. All right. Rashida, she shows up late at her own video shoot after she had already said to her husband, "Oh, anywhere, don't worry about me. I'm gonna be where I have to be, front and center." But then when it was time for her, she walks in like a diva with a nasty attitude that was really not called for. Talking about, she had to get her wardrobe because how you blaming him? Like, it's y'all two. Y'all don't got no money. Y'all don't have a record deal. So why are you blaming him? Like, I'm not feeling her with that. I'm not feeling her with that. And her little song, it was really didn't impress me either. And I really just think that she's just too old. Maybe if she wanted to be an R&B singer or an actress, but her trying to be a rapper, some hood chick, I don't see it, but I don't know. All right, what else? What else I want to talk about? Mimi goes to visit Carly, and Mimi is like, did they really have, you think they're fucking? You think they're fucking? And Carly is looking at her like, is this bitch serious? Yes, he's calling her daddy, da-da-da. But at the same time, she was like, yeah, she's acting like she runs everything. And that's when Mimi, gets bold and says, yeah, well, I'm running things now. She works for me, as a matter of fact. And that's when Carly was like, oh, really? All right, let me get up in that. Let me get up, I need to work with him and everything like that, which makes no sense because you're with L.A. Reid's son. So why would you be trying to get Carly, why would you be trying to get Stevie J over, that don't even make no sense. But, Mimi's like, okay, all right. Important parts I just want to finish off with telling you guys is that Joe went and took such a fake dramatic pregnancy test. I'm sorry, I still do not believe he is a woman. I'm sorry. Why didn't they show the test, the results? And then that's nasty. And then when she told him that she was pregnant, she said, my fairy godmother. What woman do you know? I don't know any woman that calls their period a fairy godmother. I know on Flo. I know like, the cop blocker or something like that, but nothing in a positive way, That made me even when she was sitting on that toilet crying, her fake crying, her hands just look like man hands. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm sticking to it. I believe that that's a man. I really, really do. And I should have, why ain't show the pregnancy test? She ain't never show the actual results. So when she told him, oh yeah, before that, Mimi came in the studio and regulated to both of them and let them know, like, listen, she thinks she's a big dog now. Well, I'm the big dog, so, you work for me. And Joe had to really, he said a little something, but she shut her down. She definitely got her all the way together as far as, you ain't running nothing, I'm running this, you work for me, and Carly will be in the studio. All right, Joe tells, what's her name, she's pregnant, he's pregnant, and besides him looking at her like, come on, I know you a dude, you can't get pregnant. But besides that, he treated her like any man was going to treat a side hoe in that situation. You're a sideline hoe. All you side hoes out there, please, you guys got to understand, this is what happens. A man got his woman. If he's not leaving his woman, he's just fucking you, and that's it. That's all he wants out of the whole situation. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all I want to say. He dissed her. He dissed the crap out of her, and she sat there like she couldn't believe it. But, like, what did you expect? Even though I'm still, like, not even feeding into it. And then it's so dramatic. Because even if she was a female, it's like, oh, the second episode she's pregnant. So this is all just drama, drama, drama. But that was real, the way he treated her. Because if it was between him and Mimi, he's picking Mimi. He's not going to pick Joe, okay? So that's how I feel about that episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you feel, and we can talk about it. And don't forget to come and check me out on Facebook, Reality TV Junkie. That's the group. Send a request, and you'll be right in there talking about this junk like we are. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.